and my friends from Himalayan Rocket Stoves. I'm happy to be here with you in such a meaningful event. There are so many businesses, commerce happening, and they shape our world, yet the best businesses are the ones that solve problems, that are about impact more than about income. And I find this initiative, I've admired them for a long time, as one of these. That more than the bottom lines of finance, it's about the impact that it has. And our Indian traditions have always upheld such values. 2,500 years ago, when Buddha taught us the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Noble Paths, you would have heard of the right livelihood, or Samma Ajivika. Livelihoods are good when they cause no harm to others while giving you your livelihood. And that's what the world needs today, right livelihoods. And I'm happy to see the growth of this company over the years. It refreshes in my mind my meeting with Russell, who used to come to Sekmol with his tour groups, discussions about innovations to minimize our contribution to the breakdown of nature that we see now more and more. Engaging Himalayan people in solving Himalayan problems rather than causing Himalayan blunders, as they say. So we are for once on the solution side of the line, and I'm really happy to see that. And I would like this organization, this company, this initiative to become an inspiration for many, that companies should be solving problems and definitely not causing more problems than what we started with. That's what often happens. So I see this seed sprouting and would like to see it grow into a huge tree that gives goodness to nature, to human beings, and a hope for the future. Now, there are two levels at which the planet and more seriously the Himalayas are affected. We keep hearing about the emissions and the global climate change. That's definitely one that affects the Himalayas even more than the rest of the planet. For less of their own contribution, they get punished a little more. And you hear of all the collapse of glaciers and valleys and so on in the news. That's the global part for which we cannot claim so much responsibility. So therefore often people in the Himalayas wash their hands of the global part. Okay, fair to an extent. But the other part is the local pollution and some emissions, and that we must pay attention in the Himalayas and around the foothills. The local pollution, the local black carbon, as was mentioned here, is having a devastating effect also. This is becoming a success story, not just in Ladakh or Himachal, but all the way to Bhutan and various cold countries, states in India and neighboring countries. And I look forward to this solution reaching far and wide, and it becoming a lighthouse and example for others to make businesses care and solve problems, and not just make profits as if there is no tomorrow, which by the way is the main problem today, that we only look at income and not impact. So I wish you all, the whole team of Himalayan Rocket Stove, all the success and all support to them in whatever ways possible, and to spread the news as a good news and take it to people who might need. What I also like is the version that they promote, the hands-on make yourself stoves. So while people who have money to buy can buy, they could also cross-subsidize efforts to teach people in the interior rural areas to make their own efficient stoves like these. And the way you have shared on the website I also saw, and that's very good. Maybe we could partner to have more and more people actually make themselves in the rural areas. Especially in Ladakh, there has been a very beautiful tradition of mud stoves. Those are the heart of a Ladakhi chansa or kitchen, but now they're all gone. There's none we can see, taken over by gas stoves and so on. And I don't blame them, because these mud stoves, although very beautiful, were not very efficient. They caused a lot of smoke and pollution inside the room. You can have rocket stoves shaped in the traditional way, so that they bring back the beauty of a Ladakhi kitchen. At the same time, they're way more efficient and produce no harmful effects, especially for the women who cook. So such efforts, together with the business of solving this problem with people who can afford to pay, will balance it out to reach it far and wide. People making it themselves, and maybe internal commerce within the village by people who make, like traditionally some families would make these stoves and others would commission them. So a new way of doing these make yourself stoves in village economies can bring livelihoods locally, while for the bigger regions, this current models that I saw are very beautiful and very efficient, and that's what we want in these days, particularly in the high Himalayan regions. So I look forward to seeing it as a solution, and wish you all the success in the coming years. Thank you very much. Thank you.